Good day, fellow Stemians. This is a follow-up to my first video on Excel Made Easy. Like I promised, even though I'm a little bit behind schedule, but we're going to be getting more of these videos to help us learn how to become experts or gradually hold our own ground on Excel. Now, today, if you're joining us for the first time, we already started and we've done some intros. We've done an introduction on Excel Made Easy Part 1. You can visit my blog to look at that particular video I learned. So today we are going to be doing some functions. We're going to be learning some functions, and the whole topic is garnered, or it's summarized into sum, average, count, maximum, and minimum. But I'm going to be taking the part A today, which is the sum, and I'm going to be treating the normal sum, the auto sum, the sum if, and the sum ifs and subtotal. So I'm going to be a little bit I'm going to send this file actually so that you can follow up. Okay, so for the sum, I have a table here which you're also going to have. I'm going to send you a link to it. Vendor name, state, bank name, bank account, count of cases closed, and sum of the total case fee. So for sum, assuming I want to sum all the amount of money here, all I need to do is click on, you see where I put sum here, I just put that so that we'll know where we are doing our formula. So put your cursor there, go to formulas, go to mass and trick. You scroll down, you will see sum. Yes, this is sum. Click on sum, and then you select where you want. You see the area is F2 to F27. So you can put F2 to F2 down to F27. Okay. This gives you the sum total of that. That's if you're following two formulas and clicking that. But the shortest way to do that is let me delete this now and do it the shortest way. For any time you want to start a formula and you don't want to go to the formulas to click and get the formula, you can start with an equal sign. You start with an equal sign for every formula, and then you type sum. Double click on it. Then you select the areas you want to add up, close the bracket, and press enter. The total amount comes up. So this is very simple. So subsequently, I may not be coming to formulas to check the formula. I'll just type in the formula here and then we work straight away. So this is sum. Now, if you want to do, you want to easily, without typing any formula, just go straight and add up items that on a cell that is add up item on a particular cell, adding up the cells above that particular cell or beside that particular cell. We use what we call the auto sum. Now, if go this auto sum cell, click on auto sum at the right hand corner, you will see auto sum and click on sum. It sums immediately all the preceding cells before that particular cell you are doing the sum. You can come down here and still do the same thing, auto sum, to sum everything before that particular cell, and you see it's still 134,200. I can come here and change this way. So without typing the formula, you can just click auto sum, then change this to this place. And when you change that, it gives you the same thing as this. So that is just the basic principle behind the sum and the auto sum. So it's very straightforward. So you select the range of where you want to sum. You can even select the cells you want to sum, separating them by a comma. And that's that. Then for subtotal, assuming I want to know only people in FCT how much their total is. Subtotal tends to add up a subgroup of everything, add up a subgroup. So for subtotal, you can have average, you can have maximum subtotal, the average of a subtotal, the maximum or minimum of a subtotal, the standard deviation, the variance of a subtotal, the product of a subtotal. So these are different parts of subtotal. I'm going to show you how the formula works. But before then, let me show you how to add a filter. Now, there is already a filter here. Let me remove it. So, okay, you look at this place. For you to add a filter, select this place this way and click on filter, and you've added the filter. Another simple way to do that, a shortcut to do that, is hold down Shift and Control and press L, and you've added the filter. Now that's the simple way of how to add a filter. So I'm going to do the subtotal immediately, and then we move to the sum ifs, so that will be video will not be too long, you know. So subtotal, if you put an equal sign here and you say subtotal, double click on it, it will ask you the function number. There are different function number. It can be an average, can be a count, can be a counter. Counter is when you are counting items that are text, not numbers. It can be maximum, minimum, product, standard deviation, sum. So it depends on what you want to do. You choose the number in front of it. Now, for this purpose, for this particular class, we are doing a sum. So we choose 9 and put a comma. Then we'll select where we want to subtotal, which is from here to here. And we close the bracket and press enter. Now you see it gives you a total sum of the whole thing, but the catch here is if I want to change, I want to see only FCT, for instance, it changes this to 42,200. If I want to see only IMO, for instance, it changes it to 2,900. Yet our total still remains 134,200. So that is the simple way, catch behind the subtotal. So a recap: we have done the sum, we have done the auto sum, and we have done the subtotal for sums. Now we're going to do sum if. Sum if is a combination of a logical statement and sum. Now, for instance, I have different banks here, and I said I want to know how much I'm going to pay in each bank. For each bank, how much will I send someone to go with? So it's a simple statement. You can just use the sum if statement. So I will say sum. I'll start. That's why I created this table here, so where I broke down the different banks. Okay. Now I can say, starting with access, sum total if it is access bank. That's just a simple logic. So let's try that. Equals to, you type sum if. Sum if. Now the first question it asks us under here, you can see it. What is the range where your criteria is? What is the range of your criteria? The range is the bank, which is C. So we can just select C. We can just select the whole of C. That's where my criteria is, and I put a comma. And I say, what is the criteria? The criteria I'm looking at here is access bank. And I put a comma, and I say, what do they want to sum? What range? Where am I summing? What's my range for summation? This is F. So I can now close the bracket and press enter. So if it is access bank, it is 21,600. To apply this formula to everything down here, I can drag down. Very simple. You see, applying the formula, very simple. Drag down and everything. If you calculate the total here, you will see that it is 134,200. Now, this is the simplest way of doing a sum if. Very simple, very straightforward. I can decide to do it this way also. I will teach you how to make a row or a range constant. I can decide to do it this way. Let me add one cell here. I can decide to do it this way, equal to sum if. Instead of selecting the whole the range, instead of selecting the whole column, I just select the range that I want, which is this, and I put a comma and select the bank, which is access bank. I put a comma and select my sum range, which is this. Just this is the sum range, and I close the bracket. It gives you the same thing, right? But here's the catch. If I drag it down, the values will change. It doesn't give the same thing the way it's supposed to be. Here you have a 0 where there's a 2,000 here, and all that discrepancies. Here you have a 22, 200, here it's 30, 200. Why is it like that? Because I selected a particular small range, if I'm moving down, the range will keep moving. So to make the range constant, what do? That is where you add your dollar sign in front of all your range cells. For instance, this is C. I put a dollar sign here. I put behind. I come to this place. I put a dollar sign here. I put behind it. I come to this place. I'm not going to put that L because I want, if I drag the let it be moving to diamond, equal, and all that. So I'm going to only put at the range so that the range will become a constant. The bank is a variable. So I put dollar sign here. So put dollar sign here and here. So I press and enter. If I drag it down now, it's going to be exactly what I wanted. So that's how to make a range constant for the sum if. It's as simple as that, very straightforward. For the sum ifs with an S is where you have two logical statements in a particular sum. For instance, I have different states. I want to know how much I'm taking to each bank for each state. First of all, the criteria 1 is the bank, the variable 2, the variable 1 is the state, and the variable 2 is the bank. So let us try that for FCT. I'm going to send you this file so that you complete that of Imo. So with that for FCT, you'll be able to understand and do that of Imo. Now, start with an equal sign as usual. Then you do your sum ifs. There's an S here in front, double click. Now, what is the sum range? That's the first thing the formula asks. What is the sum range? This is where we are summing. This is our sum range. Put a comma. The next thing is criteria range 1. Okay, for the first criteria, which is the state, this is our range. And the next thing is, what is the criteria? We're looking at FCT, so I can just put a quotation mark FCT. When we're putting a quotation mark is for the formula to recognize that it's a text. Then what is criteria range 2? The second criteria is the bank. So the range of the bank is what I'm looking at now. And I put a comma. Then the final thing is, what is the criteria for range 2? I also click on the bank here because it's also a variable. So I close the bracket and press and enter. Now you see it shows that Access Bank has no money for FCT. You see, no money for FCT. And remember, let's keep our range constant. So we'll put our constant dollar sign here to make the range constant. Only keeping the range constant, so we're not putting dollar sign in front of any of the variables. Remember, you can keep anything constant in your Excel formula. For the purpose of this class, we are just putting the range as a constant because we don't want the range to change. Okay, now we are done with the range. So we can now drag down, changing the banks, and you see, for FCT, you have 32 for Diamond. We have only Diamond First Bank, UBA, GTB, Sky Bank, and Zenith Bank, which is what we have here. FCT, the first three. So that's just very straightforward and simple. Now, for those of us who want to try it as we are working, I'm going to send a link to this file, and you also try doing email yourself. It's been nice talking to you. I want to appreciate Surpassing Google for making me see that I could do this with your project. I see I could also start my own project, and it's been nice reading your post and all that. Euronation, a great deal of great people. Thank you all. I will see you next. Still your boy Ijele, Godwin Ogoji, known as Ijele on Steemit. I will see you next 3 days on the next part 2B, which is average, subtotal, and subtotal average. Thank you.